Well, I'm here in the lower concourse with Charles Barkley, one of the, in my personal favorites, best basketball player that I think of as one of the best.
Well, thank you very much.
Most kids listen to others' advice, other than their parents. Who did you listen to, and what was some of the best advice that you got?
Well, my grandmother's probably the most influential person in my life. She's passed away now, but she raised me, her and my mother, and I had two younger brothers. One has since passed away, so just me and one brother left. But my grandmother's the most important person. She taught me about working hard, judging everybody as their own person. Don't have any preconceived notions about anybody. You judge everybody on their own merits. That's probably the best advice I ever got.
What is one of the most important rules that you follow and use in your life? How does this help you?
Well, for me, I don't believe in collecting trophies. Not that there's anything wrong with trophies. I think that you have to always, you don't know what you can accomplish. So I didn't like setting goals because you don't know what you can accomplish. You know, I never thought I was going to grow up and beat Charles Barkley. So I made up my mind when I started to become successful at basketball, I don't know how good I can be. You just got to keep practicing and working hard because we don't know what we can accomplish. I mean, Michael Jordan didn't think he was going to be Michael Jordan. I mean, nobody has, well, maybe Michael Jordan did, but you just have to work hard and you got a better chance of being successful. You know, I always, when I speak to kids, I says, working hard doesn't guarantee you're going to be successful. But being lazy and not working hard guarantees you're going to be a failure.
With all the distractions for kids today, like video games, what advice do you have for kids to keep focused on success?
You know, video games, I dislike video games because I think kids become couch potatoes. I love for kids to play sports. There's a couple things about sports I think are important. Number one, you have to work hard to play sports. There ain't no lazy. Guys might not be the hardest workers in the world, but you're not a lazy jock. You can't be. The games are too hard. So I love it when kids play sports. Also, I think it teaches you how to learn from leadership. Your coaches, you know, they're on your case, so you learn. But also, I think it teaches you how to relate to other people. You know, me and your dad played together, and you got 12 different personalities, 12 different tall guys, short guys, guards, forwards, different religions, different races. So it teaches you, that was a cool thing about basketball for me. It taught me how to relate to everybody.
Did you ever get bullied by other kids?
I did not get bullied. The one thing you have to realize about bullies are people who are mean-spirited. They're just losers. See, the only reason people are bullies or say bad things to other people, they want to bring people down because they feel down. You know, when you talk to kids, you're a kid. You know, when I talk to kids, that's really, a bully is just a loser. You know, somebody, you feel bad and you want to bring other people down. So you have to really be careful. But the thing I tell my daughter, I always told my daughter, there's nothing somebody should say to you. You got to have confidence and self-esteem in yourself. I don't ever give anybody the power to tell me something. I ain't gonna let anybody say I'm a loser or I'm ugly or I'm fat. I would never give anybody that power. You got to build your own self-esteem and pride.
Pro basketball can be very stressful. How do you relax in your free time?
Well, I play really bad golf, and I like to fish. You know, I love to fish. You know, golf and fishing are my two favorite things to do when I don't play basketball because it's just peaceful. You're right, playing sports is stressful. Number one, it's really physically demanding. It's really physically demanding because you can see your old dad and me limping around all the time. It's very physically demanding. But let me say that it's the best job in the world. I've been blessed. I feel like I had the best job in the world. But when I go fishing and when I play golf, I love just being out there and I'm under no stress.
Many kids today are overweight. What do you do to stay healthy?
Well, I was really fat. I've lost 70 pounds on the Weight Watchers. It's really been beneficial to me. But you go back to one of your earlier questions. I think these kids, a lot of these schools don't have a lot of sports anymore. When these schools need money, they cut out sports programs. I think that's really hurt our kids. But I think what you touched on earlier, man, they just got too many video games. Sitting around playing video games. Kids don't go out and play. We went out and played every single day. I mean, you do your homework, and then you go out and play. These kids today, they go home and they sit in their rooms in the cave and just play video games all the time. The only way to lose weight, there's two ways, and you need both of them. You can't just do one. You can't work out all the time, and you can't eat healthy all the time. You have to reach a happy combination. You have to eat good, and you have to have physical activity. That's the only way we can control this obesity.
This is a very important question. Who would you rather have on your team? Spider-Man, Batman, or Iron Man, and why?
Batman, Spider-Man, Iron Man?
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably go with Iron Man because, he's able to fly. So anytime you can fly, that's always going to help you in basketball. I know Batman got all the gadgets, and Spider-Man's got all the web stuff. But to be able to fly always helps in basketball.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I have one more question.
Yeah, your dad was the best player I ever played with.
I heard you were turning 50, so what are you going to do to celebrate? Because it's a milestone.
I haven't decided yet. I'm excited to turn 50. I'm really excited to turn 50. That'll be next week. I'm not gonna go crazy like I'm getting old, but I'm gonna just probably have a couple of nice bottles of wine with some friends and a nice big steak.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good job, man. Good job.
Most kids listen to others' advice other than their parents. Who did you listen to, and what was some of the best advice that you got?
Well, don't you think you need to introduce me? You got to introduce me. You just can't start asking me questions. Start over.
I just told you to do that. That's on me, Logan.
Yeah, you got to introduce me. Yeah. You can't just start asking me questions.